We get a little bit of ballistic protection in case an aircraft has a mishap. You don't have to worry about parts coming in, severe storms. You don't have to worry about debris coming in. But it does stop 98% of the UV rays from coming into here. We used to be able to walk up here, and if you were about where I'm at right now, it would take your breath away. Okay. It was so hot in the summer. You can walk up, put your hand on the window. It's as cool as the air conditioner. Touch the frame, it'll burn you.
And you can still see it doesn't glare.
There's like a 2% reduction in the amount of light you can see outside. Really good stuff.
Let's move to another key segment of our energy savings future: alternative sources of energy generation. Solar and Renewable Power Systems of Jackson, Tennessee works every day to practice what it preaches, that solar is a workable method of reducing power cost. Eric Rank, Solar and Renewable Power Systems General Manager, explained how their system works.
What we've installed at our facility here is a combined capacity of 43 kilowatts. Okay, and we've divided it up into smaller systems. We've got a dual axis tracker that actually follows the sun. That's 2.8 kW. We've got an awning across the front of our building. That's 12 kW. Covered car parking, a little over 10 kW. And then we have two structures on the roof that are 5 kW apiece. What we've done is we used all different types of technologies to demonstrate to the public the possibilities that they can use at their facility. We're recording all the data that we have here, and then it's all combined and sold to TVA. Right now we're about 25%.
Okay.
Yeah, with our combined capacity we can do about 25%.
Eric, you might want to talk about one of the things that helps you produce 25% is you guys went through a fairly major energy efficient drive right here in this building.
Right, we did, and I have to interject this as well. A lot of these projects were funded through Governor Phil Bredesen's Renewable Energy Pact, and it's funded by the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act. What we've done is we've increased the efficiency in 50% of our heating and air conditioning units. We've put solar film on all of our windows to help offset our solar gain in the summertime, and we've put in motion and occupancy sensors in all the offices and common areas.
So that power goes off when people leave then.
Power goes off when people leave. Our units run more efficiently when needed. We've put in dual fuel heat pumps where we could with split systems to offset our gas consumption. It's feasible. The energy incentives are readily available through the Department of Energy for any business for energy efficiency. Now,
residential, is it?
Mm-hmm.
There is incentives
go ahead.
There is tax incentives for residential and businesses for energy efficiency.
Is it something from your experience that people should look at? I mean, is it?
Energy efficiency should be number one. Energy rates historically do go up. The cost just to produce fuel goes up. Now, energy producers are getting more efficient in the way they produce power, but people need to look at getting energy audits. A simple energy audit can help you determine what you need and what you could save.
You know, the old rule has always been in place, and it's still true. The cheapest kilowatt is the one saved.
Exactly.
So if you can reduce your demand personally in a residence or commercially in a business, that's your cheapest. That's going to be your best savings ever.
Right.
All right, Eric, is it long term then feasible that this could be 100% run? I mean, is it within the realm of possibility or
this building? Yeah. No.
Okay.
I would have to add.
Solar has got limitations as far as we couldn't go to that as an alternative.
Not as an alternative. They do have limitations. I mean, I can only produce without a storage capacity. I can only produce electricity during the daytime.
Okay.
If I want to incorporate my nighttime, I need a storage capacity. Right now,
it's prohibitive to do that.
Yeah. When you have readily available utility electricity, it is cost prohibitive to build a storage unit. Our 43 kW system is interconnected directly with JEA's grid through TVA's Generation Partners program. TVA is purchasing our power at a premium rate and a 10-year contract to help supply renewable energy for their green power switch program. It is a great investment for businesses to look at. It's a great tool for new homeowners to look at. They can incorporate it in the construction of their house. Businesses, there are incentives available. The price of installed kilowatts have gone down tremendously in the past several years. We are able to look at anybody's situation. Everybody's situation is different. We can look at your energy situation and offer you a solution that would greatly help you reduce your energy consumption.
Is that what your company's doing?
We do. We do.
You do it for residential and commercial?
Residential and commercial,
Okay.
and nonprofit.
Okay, so anybody's.
Eric, how many installs have y'all done residentially and commercially, say in the last 3 or 4 years?
In the last 3 or 4 years, we've done over 30 installs.
Okay.
They're probably the lead. You guys are probably without a doubt the lead installer in our area.
In West Tennessee, yeah.
Okay. And there are incentives that you could help people tie into then?
Yes.
Okay.
There's both, in the state of Tennessee right now, we don't have much left for state incentives. It's mainly federal money and USDA money. My background, I've been in electrical for 15 years, both privately owned business, and then moved into, 5 years ago, I moved into unemployment here at Paradoxy, and then we started the Solar and Renewable Division in 2008.
What have you seen then I mean, are you seeing things out there where you say, well, we're really going to crank up in this country and catch up, or?
I really believe so. The infrastructure is in place. It is not like the renewable incentives that were put in place in the 80s, where it was a 4-year boom to bust situation with the solar thermal. The support and industry we have in place right now, both in manufacturing, design, installation, there are hundreds of thousands of people employed in the renewable energy sector in the United States right now. This is our monitoring system. I'm able to monitor the production of each and every system individually and then combined. I actually know my combined production versus, we have an actual generation meter outside. It's a smart sync meter. TVA provided it to the utility. They can actually, by cellular communication, know exactly the kilowatt hour I am producing at any time of the given day to adjust their loads wherever they need to.
So system-wide then in the valley then would enable them to know
Yes.
a lot more than they've known in the past about what's going
Exactly.
on.
They've
Exactly.
gone with it's called vendor option, which is a smart sync setup like Eric's
Right.
talking about. They've actually selected some of the larger sites. They're polling that data as many as 7 to 10 times a day
Right.
to know exactly what the generation is,
Mhm.
probably at their peak.
Right.
So they can know.
Right. So our connection, we are not tied, the solar systems are not tied directly in any way to the building. We have a complete separate service entrance and meter which interconnects to the line side of my transformer on JEA's utility.
And that enables you then to feed back into this system.
I'm feeding back into the grid, and the metering of 100% of my production is metered completely separate from my consumption in the building.
And then you get credit for that.
We
generation.
get credit for that at a premium rate above retail rates to us. TVA's premium rate is 12 cents on commercial. It's 12 cents above what's called GSA 1. They lock that in for all commercial rates. For residential, it's 12 cents above their retail rate.
The best way to get into this though is going in new construction.
For residential.